everyone, welcome back to my crafty desk. My name is Sandra, and I'm very happy to be here today doing a cleanup because I cannot function anymore without getting some of this stuff cleaned up. So I thought I would just turn on the camera, and if you like organizing scraps or any type of organization at all, you might enjoy watching and hanging out and just crafting along, or crafting while I'm cleaning up, or cleaning up with me. I don't know. I wish you were here to help. But look what I found. I tore this out saying I can't use this in a thing I was doing, and I'm probably gonna forget that I saved it. And I did. And then I found it and I was like, oh, this is so cute. So let's put it now in a pile. So what I've done, just to kind of show you, I'm gonna work, this is one basket that I'm gonna work out of. I'm a kind of a, I over organize sometimes, and then I have to condense it down a little bit again. So what I'm gonna do is I have a bucket here, which is already full, so I at some point will go through this, not today, but this is what I call my neutral scrap pack basket. My neutral scrap basket, and I just try to keep things that would that I could use for neutral backgrounds, or for anything neutral, but it's got my book pages and my music sheets in there as well. And then I have a basket, which this is what this one is, but it needs to be a little cleaned up. And this is my textured and project type stuff. So anything with texture, a little extra pizzazz to it, little bumpiness, I keep together over here, and I'm going through that. This is going to be, I would consider this to be an image that I would like to use. So I have a basket here that has, I started going through this, that just has like little pieces, images, and some of these are digi-kits. Most of them are probably digi-kits. So these are actual images that I had cut out, or whatever, and I think I want to use them for something specific, so I'm going to put them right there. I have my collage, my color collage, and I try to keep it as cohesive as possible with colors. For instance, I have some papers, which I don't know what I did with them, but here they are. So things that I've used for Easter, whoops, for the kids, like I probably will not use this in my everyday collage, but if I'm looking for a color specific or you know, themed type thing, then I have a place where I keep all this type of stuff. So that just all goes together and set aside. So we have collage, we have images, we have neutral, we have oh my gosh, texture. We have some texture, and then here I just broke these down to little tiny baskets in this big basket, so if I need more space I can pull these out. This is going to be things that I stamped, or words, anything that has a saying or a poem that I will use specifically by themselves, with something specifically as a piece to go with something. I'm going to put them in there. And then these are also basic, they're the same thing without words. So it's like, this was a frame off of a card, and I know I'm going to use that, just like that, on something. So I don't want it to go with images though, because it's, to me, in my mind, it's a little bit different. That's where I get like a little over organized. So when this is done, it'll probably set with the images so that I know, and so will the words, because they're kind of like the same type of area to me in my mind. And then these were pieces that I was punching holes with, and I like them, so I just tore them out because I know I'll use that on something somewhere at some point, and who knows, maybe, you know, maybe I'll use it as, you know, maybe I'll use it as an image, and, you know, and I'll just do something cute like that and just keep going, you know, layering. So I have that, and then of course I have this, and yes, I know they're neutral, again, over organizing, but this is where I have these strips that are a little bit wider, which I like to use for specific things. And then these ones are probably as thin as I'm going to get. I just threw away a handful of stuff because I save it and I never use it, and I can't keep doing that. But like, I like this skinny one, how I tore them both. I was able to get that cool tear. So that's going to be fun to use. And so this guy, he's wide. He's supposed to be in the other one, but that's okay. They end up together all the time. So let's get started on this. Oh, first. So we've had 2 drawings in the 10 journal giveaway. I'm so excited. I'm still waiting for a mailing address and a name to go with the winner. So so I believe it was Crazy Cat Lady who won. And I haven't received any information yet on what journal she wants or what or a mailing address and a name so that I can get it sent off. So the next flip through for the journal that we're doing is going to be on Friday the 7th of April. So I need to get a journal completed so we can get that in there. And if I haven't heard back from, so this is the journal, and the journal giveaway will be the 12th for that one, April 12th. When we do that drawing, whoever wins on that day, if the crazy cat lady still hasn't given me her address, her mailing address or anything, then the person who wins on the 12th can choose between 3 journals, because I need to let go of these and get them out there and move on to the next one. Does that make sense? I hope so. Anyhow, there's that. So let's just get into this. I just spent, 5 minutes explaining my insane brain of scrap organization, which I like to use my scraps. So we're just going to go through this. So this is textured, and it is purple. I know some people have a specific thing, and I probably will. This is texture. This is a texture basket, so most of this is going to be texture. So I'm just going to go ahead and toss them over here. I'm just going to say goodbye. It's just too tiny, and my hands are not being very cooperative. This is some of my most favorite textured papers, so sometimes I'll set them up a little bit so I see them if I think I'm going to be using them. This is a notepad. That isn't even, but it's, got that texture. So I will keep that in there. Texture. Ooh, this is old tape. So, I mean, like real. It's like the real McCoy here. So let's just put this over. I'm gonna set that with my little image things for now, because I think it's gonna go into the washi tape basket. It makes more sense. So these are just like images, things that I cut out, and I haven't used them. So goodbye. I'm just gonna say goodbye. I just don't think I'm gonna use it. I don't know. I mean, like, it's a good little square. So, yep, that can go into that basket. And then I think same thing with that one. That's gonna be a specific thing. This is raised. This is some stuff that I got in a journal. It's just all this, it's like all stamped. I think I was just gonna figure out how to maybe use that in. I'm gonna put that in the neutrals, I think. So, texture and texture. I just don't know. If I don't know, it's gonna. And I'm trying to do the method of like a few second rule. Like, if I can't make a decision within a few seconds, then it just has to leave. So that's neutral. Scrapbooking in there. Ooh, look at that. That's a thingamajigger. The die cut. Okay, and then this is from a die cut also, but I'm gonna throw it in there. Give me 1 second. I'm just gonna take a sip of my tea. It's pretty early in the morning, and I'm hanging on to it. I'm just gonna throw it there for now. This was book page, and I put some washi tape on there, and I feel like it still can be used. So it's kind of textury then. Ugh, see, look at this. It's just too much, and then I don't want to get in there. Let's see. That goes in the tag. I'm gonna put the tags, things like that in there. That's fun texture. I'm probably not gonna do this whole thing right now. See all these little tiny pieces? I have a hard time. It's like, but it's wallpaper. But am I gonna use it? I don't know. Like, really? Nope, I'm not gonna use that. I'm probably not gonna use that. So I'm gonna get this one. I think I would use. But I'm gonna throw it thin. So I'm gonna throw it in my. I'm gonna throw it in my collage basket. So I think what I'm gonna do is switch these baskets around, and then I'll really get myself mixed up. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna put my collaging stuff right there in these images. Get a little bit closer here. So this is texture. This I'm just gonna let go. I'm gonna let go of that. And then part of me is like, I don't know if I should even ask this, but I will. I remember when I would watch people do this, and I thought, oh my gosh, I can't believe they're throwing that away. I would love to have it. So I don't know if there's anybody like that, or you guys probably all have your own hoard that you're just like, how do you just get rid of it? Ooh, embossed and inked paper. I love that stuff. Okay, tissue paper. I've got so much of it. I'm gonna let it go. Some more coup tape. some texture paper. Love it. Those are good for labels. That this one's not too torn up, so I'm going to leave that one in there. Tissue paper. Ooh, here's some of my jelly print that I was using for background. Isn't that pretty? You can use that for Mother's Day too, not just, I did it for Valentine's. So that actually, I'm just gonna set this one aside because I actually have a basket for, of course I do. I have a baggie for my jelly prints. And this was, see, that has texture on it. It's some of my coffee dye stuff, and I don't remember what I put on there, but texture. That's gonna be over there. Okay, that's there's vellum and tracing paper. I put that in my texture basket. See, and I was looking for this. This isn't for texture. This is for gluing. I threw it in there, probably in a haste. So that's gonna be. Yeah, that's neutral. Oh, here's some napkin that I Mod Podged onto music sheet. Isn't that cool? And then you can just tear it. See, and it's textury, so, oh, look at that. Isn't that pretty? How do you decide? You know how you decide? You just do it. Boom, done, 2 pieces. Feels so liberating. Some more. And then the other thing is, too, is my baskets, like these baskets right here are 9 inches long. And I'm not intending on working with journals that are longer than that. So what I like to also do is cut my things down. That's what I've been learning, is to kind of cut things down. This is obviously a Sizzix, and I don't know if I did that or if I got, or if that came to me somewhere. I'm gonna throw that in the images, even though it goes in the tag container. These are those hole reinforcers, but it's good for mark makers. And then if you turn it over, it's not satiny, so you can just use this also just to, you know, for layering. So, you know, whatever you want to do, you can do whatever you want. Okay, that's also came from someone else that made. I'm gonna put that over there. This came in a pack that I bought, and I really just never used it, so I'm gonna put that over there. Though the gold is okay. All the other ones I think I got rid of. Stamped. It is textury, but I think. See, this is where I get like, what do I do? It's already used. I think I just need to put that over there in the, what do you call it, basket? Oh, here's an ad that can go over there. That's an image, actually. I'm going to put that over there. Oh, okay. It looks like I've got some stuff mixed up in here from my my surreal collage. Ooh. Something I peeled off a sticker. I'm going to stick that in there. Stick that sticker there. Aren't these cool old ads? Yeah, I think I was going to make stuff with those, so I'm just going to stick those over there with that stuff, because I don't have a, look at that frame that I cut out. Isn't that cool? So cool, so cool. That needs to go specific images. Yeah, that's what those other things are supposed to go, specific images. That one, and then that one goes in a surreal collage basket, way my desk over there. I have these two oops, that's a frame. I have these 2 bookshelves that my husband picked up at a yard sale last year or the year before, and I've been using them out in my own personal, I call it my own personal thrift store, and where I do my DIY projects and things like that. These are going to go over specific, that's wallpaper, but anyways, I need to get them cleaned up and brought in. There's 2 of them, and I need them to put my surrealism stuff over there. But I need to be able to get some. This is texture, tissue texture. I actually have a spot for that, and that's very color specific. I need to get some stuff cleaned up behind me on my bookshelf so I can put these things behind me, because my desk, if I could move my phone around without jostling it and being able to get it back in there, I would show you. I'm not embarrassed to show I'm not. I'm like, I know I'm gonna clean it up. And it's real. It is very real. I've only met a few people in my life that can keep it very organized and clean around them while they're mass making stuff. And I'm still feeling my way around this. Oh, I love this stuff. This velvety stuff. It's actually from, I think, some Halloween stuff. But, you know, you can use it for whatever. I think I used some of this stuff like in the wedding. In the weddings book that I was working on. all this texture. You know, I keep like I also need to do a cleanup on my laces, but and I do a what's wallpaper textured tape. Isn't that, see, that's already cut like so pretty. That must have come in something. Textured papers. Oops. Oh, so I already stamped on that, so maybe I should put that over here in the images. I think. So I still need to go through my lace, but my laces, so I try to keep them like organized by color and by, kind of like by color, type, and, geez, size. Which, that's a lot, I think, so I know I have it over organized. Because when I'm looking for like, so say I'm looking for like the cream laces, but I'm not sure what color, I have to go to like 3 different things to look for stuff, and so that's not good. That takes up too much time for me. I don't need any help in taking up too much time when I'm looking for stuff, so. Ooh, this is part of a foil doily, isn't that cool? I'm gonna put that with that. And I guess we are gonna go through this whole thing here. So just do it fast, that's the key, just go fast. This was in something that I got, I love that. I just tear parts of cards like that I get, and I like the pieces. That's velvet. That's wallpaper, but thin, so it's gonna go into collage. And technically I'm working out of the basket that was already earmarked for texture, so I'm just trying to clean it out. So, oh, image, texture. So yeah, I need to get my lace figured out. The one thing I do like to keep separate from all my laces though is anything black, all black. Doesn't matter what the size is or what the type is, all black stays in one thing. Because that's easy, because I like to use black here and there, but it's not, and when I need black, I want a lot of it generally. That's a thing I need. So that probably needs to go someplace else entirely different. And then I think that's usable. It's usable. There, that goes there. Shape, shape. That's fun. Look at that stuff. Okay. I'm going to leave the little tinies in here for a minute. This came off of a candy. I think it was candy. And I liked all that, so I just tore it apart. I think I was going to use it in that wedding journal, and I ran out of time and room and everything, so we'll stick that in there. Texture, 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 and black. And the same thing with my black. I usually keep all my black stuff, papers, in a thing, because I know when I want black, I'll grab it. See, it's over organized. But organization is also something I do when I need a break from anything else. I just start organizing, and what I find that helps me a lot in that process is I'm getting it cleaned up, but I'm finding stuff, I'm seeing things. My mind is like reinventing things, and so I try to do little cleanups. Like this is to me this is a little cleanup. I don't have all my papers that need to be gone through in front of me. I just have this, a couple little baskets, and if I get a creative spurt, like, oh my gosh, I just have to stop what I'm doing and do this, then it's not huge. I've gotten a little bit done, so I don't know. That does not go there. That goes over there. So, see, and these were just like, I was just stamping things out, and I'm like hanging on to it. I don't really do anything in that color, but if I do, I have that. So that'll probably end up in a pack that gets, that I'll get rid of, just because I know I'm not going to use it. Isn't that pretty? There's some more of that piece. Kate, this is going to go there, and then, so a lot of this white stuff that you see me tossing in there, it's textured, and that's why it goes there. So I'm going to let that go, let that go. I like that. Here's some more of this. Same thing as the other. I just want to break it down to fit in my basket. And if I just do it without thinking, it's just a little bit easier. And it really is a little liberating. I cannot lie. I'm going to get rid of that. There's that. There's this, and there's going to get rid of those. I guess I am going to go through the little stuff. I'm just going to do it. Just going to, if I don't want to go through it, then I just need to let it go. You know? I think I might use that. I'm just never going to use that. I stamped it, didn't want it. This goes in there. This little basket that I'm tossing a lot of stuff into is probably going to need to be sifted through. What I should do, honestly, is write this down. Take my little image organized baskets and make a flower with them. I'm gonna put the date on here. So whoops. Oh no, it's not March anymore. It's April 1st. April 1st. Okay, whoops. And oh, April Fools. I was gonna write the year 32. So maybe that's what I'll do. And then whatever I don't make, and if it wasn't supposed to be in a different home anyways, I'm just gonna let it go. So if it's like good stuff though, I'll just put it in something. I'll just do a giveaway with that. Let me know if you're interested in that, because I've put some packs together. If you watched my craft room tour, that was like, I just touched on stuff like, so if you're interested in that, let me know, because I will do a giveaway on that too at some point. You know, I love collecting stuff. I think that in itself is a hobby of mine. Look at that cute little image. That was supposed to go in the bridal journal, and I lost it, and I couldn't find it until I did my huge cleanup. Boy, was it messy in here. These are just little circles that I punched, and I wrote the sizes on. I think that was so that I would have it, and I keep doing that over and over again. What do these look like? How big are they? Okay, and then this goes in there, that goes in there, that goes there, and then I know these are so tiny. You know, just let it go. Let it go. And just like that, we have an empty basket. Yeehaw! All right, so let's fill this up again. This is also what I'm working on. This box here is scraps, and I'm not even pulling out of it anymore because I just got too much in there, and so I'm not functioning with it. I put my hand in there a couple times, and my hands they get crazy, and then I spill things everywhere, and I'm just like, this is just too much. So this is how I do it. I just grab a stack, and then I kind of work from there. Now this one, I'm gonna put, and I want to keep my basket here that I'm working with, whoops, for collage, kind of maintained, because I do have a collage project coming up, and I need to be able to work within my stuff. So this comes from a DigiKit, and I was gonna do something with it, but it's gonna just go in collage now. This is collage. Now, if it's really thick cardstock, I kind of put it someplace else. Like this is still pretty thin. And this is, Stampin' Up. This is from a DigiKit, and I think I did this out for an image, but then I didn't use it, so collage. This is some of my jelly print. This is actually my jelly print, and then I photocopied this one, because I needed to make a bunch for the kids. That was the one I went with. So I did that for an image, however, it's going into collage. That's neutral, collage, collage, collage. This was like wedding stuff, but I'm not doing a wedding anymore. And if I do, I have the digis that I bought, so I'm gonna toss those. Collage, collage. Now this was part of that wedding, so what I was doing, I was tearing off the pieces that I could use for anything. And even this side, if I wanted to, I can take that off, you know? So, but that's what I'll do. Okay, and then some more of those pieces. Oh, I know, I think this is what I used for, I believe it was 2022 Halloween for the kids. There's some images out of there that worked with what I was doing. So this is very specific color stuff. And some of this is all good collage though. And like I said, just fast and furious. So, I mean, I'm not gonna do, well, the back is good. No, stop, you said you're throwing it away. So, I gotta do a big cleanup in my, my outside in my storage unit. My storage unit. Now I'm calling it a storage unit. That's what it's turned out to be, so I need to clean it up. In my garage, my little personal thrift store, I need to go assess the situation and see what am I actually capable of doing. What projects can I do on my own? Because my husband is so extremely busy right now. I mean, I can ask him for help here and there. I can ask him for help anytime. I know that, but feeling okay about asking for the help is a different story. So I don't, because he's got a lot on his plate and he's really good about getting stuff done. Anyhow, I need to get out there. All that to say, I need to get out there and see what can I actually do on my own, and what I'm not able to do on my own. What am I willing to? How am I willing to give it up? Am I going to sell it, give it away, throw it away? You know, what are the options I'm going to put in front of myself? Because I have lots of projects out there. I was gonna do that as a tag, but I just don't like the colors. I'm just not gonna decorate with it. I know it. I know it. So this is all still good collage stuff. I just see there's some avocado dyed paper. And I feel like I'm gonna put that with my neutrals because really it is kind of neutrally. It's neutrally. Here's some little card. I'm gonna stick that in for a minute. And see, these are bigger pieces, and they're from a digi kit. And I love them. So I'm just going to stick these back here. I don't know if that's in the camera, but I'm just kind of like throwing my littles here and then sticking my big ones up here. And like I said, I'm trying to work with baskets that are this size. I used to work with the big baskets for this stuff, but, and like that box I just showed you, but you see what happens? So this kind of like keeps me under control. This was like, I went to go do some collaging and I thought, I can't do the collaging yet because to make ephemera because my baskets are overflow with the wrong stuffeth. Okay, I think I'm gonna stick those in there as a bigger they are for collage. Oops. Okay, I guess it jumped ship. No, I'm just kidding. I can't throw that away. That's good stuff. Look at that. I can't throw that away. I use this one a lot. This is Stampin' Up stuff too. Okay, so those are like a little bit bigger stuff. Maybe I'll just stick it on the outside right there. Here's from one of my notepads, but I don't decorate in these colors. So, it's a good sheet. So I'm gonna put that in my throwaway stuff. Somebody else might use it even if it's just for a note for them. This is collage. Look at that little girl behind the fence. That's how I feel inside my mind sometimes. I'm smiling, I'm happy to be in there, but at the same time I kinda wanna get out. I think I did that too fast. Okay, look at that image. See the little girl? That's my mind. That's how my mind goes. All right. So I better check the time and see where we're at. Oh my goodness, we're already in a half an hour. So this is more, okay, see this is what happens when I clean up. I just throw everything in there. I'm like, oops, I'll deal with it at another day. This was book page. I'm gonna let that go. I've got so much of it. I just cannot do it. Stationery. Wow, I didn't realize I had stationery stuffed in here. I went and got more stationery. See, this is a saying, so I'm gonna. Where's my words? My words are right there. Use your words. That's already stiff and hard, so I'm going to. That's gonna make a good side tuck. So I'm just gonna stick that in there, I guess. Now, book page. This is just some pull page. I just tore apart something, but like I like I just like it, so I don't know. Texture, I guess. Texture. I say this forever, but I don't really do anything in blue. However, I have a blue themed coming up that I really want to play with, and I'm super excited about it. That's that other journal that I started when I said I got a few journals put together. That was one of them, and I left that to the side because that's something that is just a little bit different. See, I pulled these out to use them, but I haven't. But I like them. I'm going to put that in the giveaway thing. I'm going to call it the get rid of, but not throw away. And I'm going to use this. I'm going to put that in my collage. Just plain white paper. And then some other plain paper. I keep that around for stamping. This was out of a book that I had. Oh, I like that page, so I'm going to keep that. This is actually a journal card. I don't remember where I put the tags. I'm going to keep that. I think I pulled that out to use specific. That's going to go there, which is I'm throwing it that way. It's going into the collage. If you can't see it, it's the collage. Can you see it there? Collage. Collage. This is a magazine image. I'm going to stick that in there and that in. Oops. I'm putting things in the wrong places again. But so see, like, I like this edge. It's on scrapbooking paper. I don't think, I just don't like it. I don't love it. I don't love that color. This is kind of cute. That's a strip, but I do like that. I'm going to put that in there. I'm not putting them with the other strips. The other strips are my neutrals. Whoops. Texture. So I'm going to throw those away. Just getting rid of them. Scrapbook, scrapbook, scrapbook. Scrapbook. Collage is what I'm trying to say. It's scrapbooking paper that goes in for collage. So I do like that. It's more than 9 inches, so it gets a little tear. More than 9 inches, it's going to get a tear. Okay. That's collaging, collaging, collaging garbage. Just plain colored paper for whatever. I printed this out, and I don't know how I did it, but I don't like the tones. So I'm going to put that, it's still a good image. I'm going to put it in my get rid of. This is not my favorite color, but I have found that it's worked for good backgrounds. Sometimes you got to keep that in mind, you know, that just because we don't really like it, it works for good background stuff. You just never know. You can't keep everything. I feel like I'm saying one thing and doing another. Saying one thing and then saying another. That's actually a strip, but I don't care. I don't care. Maybe that's what I should do, put those strips into the neutrals. That makes more sense. Combine it. And then it's no longer over-organized. So I love pink and I love orange, and this is just some sprays that I did, and I've just been saving it. I need to put that over there. Maybe I'll use it if I see it in a different area. So I don't want that. I don't want this or this. That's a good, I think. I bought this paper, and you know what? I thought it was going to be to me, a lot prettier and usable for me, and I don't like it. It's just, I don't like it. So, but I mean, this side's kind of okay. Maybe I'll use that on the tag. I don't know. I just don't know. Neutral. Okay, neutral. See, the same thing. It's just so mute. It's over muted and it's blurry. I don't like it. To me, it's not going to look right. I see other people use stuff like that, and I'm like, I just couldn't do it. I can't bring myself to use it. It needs to leave. It needs to leave. It no longer gets the prime real estate that I was giving it. Okay. This is some more of that neutral card. I think it's a little bit thicker. I'm going to stick it in the basket over there. I like to use that when I'm making the altered paper clips. This is from a pad of paper that I've had forever. And for whatever reason, I won't use the colors for whatever reason. So it has been hanging out with me for, I would say, a couple of years now. So it's time for it to say goodbye. So, okay, so like that's a strip, but I think that's a usable one. And I just love polka dots, so of course that's going to stay. But honestly, I probably won't use, I don't know. I don't want to say never. Never say always and always say never. Is that how that saying goes? Never say, oh, no. Never say always and always say never. Never, oh my gosh, never. I will stop. That's that. That, and that. Man, I am so slammed and busy. I'm still trying to finish the journal for my daughter. I totally forgot to call my sister on her birthday last night. I knew it all day long, and I had so much stuff to do. I had to go to a property and work there, and I did that a couple of times. I had to go and try and upload a video, which took me 10 hours. I'm so stressed out about that, but I'll figure it out. I'm so tired. And then cooking dinner. It was just too much stuff, and oh my gosh, I forgot what I was saying. Oh, Lordy. Anyhow, I just feel bad I forgot to call my sister on her birthday yesterday. I always forget one person every year. I guess this was her year. I forgot one of my kids last year. Isn't that sad? I feel terrible. I still feel bad. I know everybody texts and everything, but I like to get the phone call. So I like to give the phone call. But I always forget at least one person. One person a year. Anyhow, on your thing, I got so much to do. So I have to make that flower arrangement. And it's not just one, it's like a table arrangement, some little vase arrangements, and some other things. It's with silks that I'm doing for my friend Brianne Smith with Welcome Home Interior Design. She's a local interior decorator here in our area. And she is also my very best friend in the whole wide world. Anyhow, she's like my other sister. She's got my mini BFF. So, and that's like her specific image. So I have all those arrangements to do, and I know I have a little bit of time to get it done, but I don't like. I have the stuff. I've been working on it a little bit here and a little bit there, but I want to get it done. I want it off my mind. Maybe I won't be getting up at 2 o'clock in the morning and 3 o'clock in the morning if I get some stuff off my mind. I don't know. I'm not really tired though during the day. Like, I just keep going. I have my 1 cup of coffee in the morning. I mean, I'm drinking a cup of tea right now, but it's not, I think sometimes there's not even caffeine in the teas I pick. But, and I don't ever drink my whole cup. Isn't that funny? Isn't that funny? So, okay, I'm tired of picking through it. It's hurting my hands. And I just empty my basket. And let's get another little stack in here. Actually, I don't think I'm gonna keep you on here with me for the rest of it because well, maybe we've got 35. We're in it for 35 minutes. There's an ink rag, see? Didn't even need that in there. And let's see. I think that's pretty good. So, see, that's a cute little image that I tore out. That's kind of cardy. It's cardy. It's hardy card. Okay, there's that. So this is my Kool-Aid dyed paper. I'm going to throw it over here because I just don't know for sure that I'm going to use it. It's so pink. Like, I use it very randomly, but not too often. See, I'm never going to use that. That's just not my color. It's not colors. Doesn't mean it never will be my colors, but it's definitely not right now. Get rid of that. I feel like this. I just want to I just want to dump it. I'm overwhelmed. See, I like those colors. I like them, but it's got that like blurred kind of look. We'll just maybe if I need some vibrancy in my life, I can keep that. Whoops. Okay. This is double-sided, like paper. There's some more of that blurry stuff. I'm just gonna let it go. So, and then when I give it away, I just use it if you want, and throw it away if you don't. Just don't give it back to me. Don't tell me. Don't ask me if I'm positive. Are you sure you want to give it away? Don't ask me that, because it'll make me look at it, and then I'll be like, oh, well, maybe. Just don't do it. I've collaged so much with this. So one of the things I'll show you that I like to do with when I'm collaging is I have this book that I got at the thrift store, and then oh look, I could just find. I have some stuff made in here that was pulled out. But see, like I was collaging and I was using up papers that I had, and I was just using whatever I had. But when I cut it up, sometimes I find on here that I was just using stuff that I don't normally like. But I guess this is all okay. I was never fond of this paper, but when it's mixed with other stuff, like and some yellows brought into it, like isn't that pretty? Party. This one, so like that's that blurred image. Like even when that's cut out, I will probably never use that. So I'm gonna put that in my get rid of. I know I'm not gonna use it. I just know it. And then I'll just sit here and I'll collage in my book, and I'll just do the one side, and then I'll wait to do the other side sometimes in case, because if I'm gonna use it as a tuck or a pocket, I don't need to collage the other side. Sometimes like if it's a cool image on this side, I'll cut it out specific to that. Like, isn't that cute? And then what would be on the other side? See, it would be these colors. And then I could put an image on there. Not everything has to be journaled on. Sometimes things can just be cute. You can just have a fun, cute tag that just has fun, pretty images and a nice saying on it, right? So here are some of my pages. And then I just try to stay, wow, I didn't realize I had so much in here. Ooh, this was the wallpaper page. Isn't that pretty? So, oh, Looks like, is this where I left off? I must have had a handful of stuff that I was working with, so maybe I'll just leave. This is what happens. I'm like, but what was I doing with it? Is this page even done? No, I've got all this space right here. So that must be where I left off. Okay, I don't know what's happening there. So, see, I still have this whole book to fill. Let me know if you want to do a collage day with me. You can do some collaging and some cutting. I know a lot of people have done those. I still like watching them. It's just so much fun. I love to watch people's different takes on what they see and what they put together, how they come up with what they want to do. How they put their colors together or how they do their layers. We all do it so, I mean, even two people doing the same exact type of thing, we all do it differently. We all have a different, you know, pull on it, I guess. So it's so nice to watch everybody and to see other people's stuff. Let's see, that's a nice big piece. I think I will keep that one and get rid of that one. Texture. Oh my goodness gracious. See, look at this. It's just, some of it's just so crazy. Like, that's garbage. I'm gonna get rid of that one. I just don't think I'm gonna use them. I'm gonna get rid of that one. I know I have a hard time using that color. I'm gonna get rid of that and that. And I'll keep that and I'll keep that. And then I can't let go of my jelly plate printing because I I made it and it's just, that's too skinny. I'm gonna let it go. Let it go. Polka dots again, but yeah, I'm gonna keep it. Oh gosh dang it, see? I just can't help myself. Okay, that's so tiny, but it's green, you know? Like, you always need green. You always need a little bit of, and this just says believe in, like it's part of DigiKit, but I like that part of it, and that's cute. And that's cute, and that's cute. Whoops, oh, see, it was part of my Digi stuff that I printed on the back of it. Not my Digi stuff, I don't make Digi stuff. That's part of a Digi that I bought, and I printed on the back of it my jelly print. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm gonna let go of that. I'm gonna let go of this garbage. Bye-bye. Oh man. I feel like I'm getting rid of stuff, but I know that my baskets are still pretty full. Oh, I don't want that. I don't want that. And I don't want that one either. I'm tired of those colors. I'm just overdone with them, you know? I had a lot of them, and I just did a lot of stuff with them, and I loved every minute of it. And then I'm done, you know? It's kind of like vitamins. You take it for a long time, you think one's working really good, and you're loving it, and then all of a sudden one day you're just like, hey man, I'm tired of taking these vitamins. And you stop. I'm not kidding. I actually do that on accident sometimes. I just forget. Like, why are my hips hurting? And why are my lower back, my hips, and my calves achy again? And then I realize, oh, I forgot. I stopped taking my vitamin D3, and it really made a difference. I didn't think it would, but it did for me. I seriously thought I was like having like MS or something. Like it got really bad, and then then they wanted to give me a prescription for vitamin D3, and which insurance didn't cover, and it didn't even have all the stuff in it that I really needed. So I went and found, I think through the naturopath, what I needed, because I'm going to pay for it anyways, and how much you can take. And I know it doesn't go through your system, so you have to like be careful that it does not go through your system. Does it harden or something in there? But for the majority of people, we are so vitamin D deficient that it's really hard to over do it. So I was just going in for like the first few years, and I was having my blood work done just to make sure, because I didn't want to, you know, do something horrible. And yeah, I was never meeting it. I was like barely, I wasn't even touching like the halfway point. And this is when I was outside a lot, especially in the summertime. But you know, if you're not outside like all year, like what's a day or two here and there, you're not going to get what you need. I'm not. Well, I'm not. Maybe you are. I don't know. I guess I shouldn't talk for you. Shouldn't speak for everybody. Know your place, girl. Okay, I'm going to get rid of those. Nah, I'm just going to let it go. Anyhow, I noticed I was having all these aches, and I thought, what the heck is going on? And then I realized I wasn't taking it anymore, so I just forgot. It just got pushed to the back and I just forgot. So I started taking it again, and lo and behold, everything, I started having, I wasn't having the pain anymore. Like, I was seriously having serious pain. Like, I would come home from work and I would, my youngest son, poor guy, I would say, please, can you just squeeze my calves and my feet? They hurt so bad, I can't stand it. And they weren't even swollen, they just ached and ached. It was horrible, my lower back. And then when I took that vitamin D all the time, I would get like little aches and stuff like normal, but nothing to the point that made me want to cry, you know? So, anyways, that's my story. It worked for me. That's all I can say. Maybe if I do that, it'll already be ready for grab and go. Okay. All right, so I think I'm going to go ahead and just finish this little bit off camera because I'm getting bored of it, and I need to get some other stuff cleaned up so that I can get another video going and work on the journal for my daughter, work on the journal for the giveaway, work on the flower arrangement for Brienne, and also maybe do a sweep and a dust and a vacuum in the house, possibly thinking about cooking dinner at some point. And it's Saturday today, so I kind of want to go and do a couple of yard sales. And it is already 8:15 on Saturday morning. I've been up since 2, and this is as far as I've gotten. Thanks for joining and hanging out with me. I hope you like the chitter chatter. See you on the next video. Bye, friends.